Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster Perfect Stats Guide. So we are playing as Leo, or starting out as Leo, and we are going to go take down Kefka. In my original video, and I wish I would have done it for this one as well, but for my original video, I went over to the shop, because you can actually go into the shop as Leo while we're playing him, and I actually took a look, and it was kind of funny. He apparently can equip the mystery veil, which is female only equipment. So I thought that was kind of funny. I don't know if he's got like a built-in. Oh well, that can't even be the case. I was gonna say maybe he's got a built-in merit award, but regardless, I don't think merit. Well, now I question that. Dang it. I don't think the merit award allows that. Man, now you know what? Now I'm gonna have to check. But I don't know. I put Leo in the back row and then just do shock over and over. I think that so he's got a master scroll, which is cool. But and I don't know. Maybe later on in the game that'll do, or like I should say, maybe if I was actually like leveled, maybe that would be an okay option. But you know, being that well, I guess he was level 11 here, which means, yeah, and I think I was saying last time that his level is, what did I say, party average? I was confused on what he was, right, like level wise. Anyways, he's average party level plus 5, so. My original time going through this, after having not played for quite a while, he was actually level 10, which again because of some kind of interesting things that they did there, he was able to be, or I should say, we could keep our party average at 5, but not the case anymore. Again, unfortunately, after they patched the minecart ride, that's just not. That's not a thing that's we're able to do anymore, unfortunately. But all right, let me just see here. Merit award. Oh yeah, so I've got a merit award on Strago, and I'm able to equip the Oath Veil, yeah, and the Mystery Veil. So it does look like the helmets, at least the female helmets, are compatible with the merit award. So what I was getting at there with Leo was that possibly he's got like a merit award built in. Which is letting him equip those. Yeah, that's my guess, anyway. Obviously, still... Yeah, well... Anyways, not that important. I just thought it was interesting, right? When I went into the shop, I was like, oh, hey, wait a minute. What's going on here? Why can it's showing that he's able to equip it, so... Anyways... So, yeah, again, pretty easy battle there with Leo. Well, I say that, but I'm pretty sure this last time I actually had to attempt that twice because I just got a little unlucky. Leo actually kind of shows off the I guess how good the Aegis shield is. I really like that shield. I think there's a total of 2 of them in the game. I suppose maybe 3 if you count that one that's on Leo. But yeah, anyways, pretty cool stuff. Hang on, we're coming to help. Hurry. Faster. Alright. Yeah, so the Espers burst out of the gate. And, yeah, they're going to, well, the idea was to help out here in Tamasia. Little do they know that it's probably a little too late, and now actually Kefka has become, unfortunately, too powerful and knows exactly how to deal with the Espers. But yeah, I always, man, this whole series of events actually is really interesting. It goes from the Empire being afraid, or allegedly afraid, right, when the Espers originally. Or when I guess maybe the first time they came through, and they run away, and the Espers basically destroy Vector, and again the Empire at least being I don't know, I guess afraid on some level of the Espers, but then things really turn around. I don't know if I don't know, maybe that was really supposed to be a ruse the whole time, but I don't know. I mean, the Espers legitimately did do some serious damage to Vector. Obviously, the fact that Gestal asks us to, help out in tracking down the Espers, it's obvious that they fully intended to take advantage of this scenario. My question though is whether or not they were genuinely afraid, the initial time when we take Terra through to the sealed gate. But I guess either way, times have changed, and there is no fear here. Again, Kefka is fully aware of what he can do here. I think the thing that I'm not totally sure on though is really, I guess, the timeline, because it seems here, so Kefka has found a way to turn the Espers into Magicite. When Rama initially teaches us about Magicite, he says that Espers can, basically that the Empire was extracting the powers from Espers, and that wasn't the proper way to transfer their power. I believe Rama uses the term expire when he talks about kind of like the two ways. I think it's technically two ways, right, that Espers can transfer their power. So he says, when Espers expire, they become Magicite. But also, he turns himself into Magicite. So, I don't know, it seemed to me that what he meant by expire was like basically dying of old age, again, or the choice. And the fact that Kefka was able to seemingly, that looked like he was casting some sort of spell or something, and that turned, the Espers that he fought here into Magicite. So, again, my question is the timeline, and, okay, so they found, basically the Espers attack Vector, and we crash land right away, and then we basically have to go into Vector to see what's going on, and right then and there, Gestal has already, or is already saying that he's like, whoa, I messed up, right? It's time to end all this. So again, I'm just a little confused on, I guess, the timeline, because it seems like it happened so fast. So like, how did Kefka, between the time that Vector was attacked and I guess now here, did he find a way to, turn the Espers into Magicite then? Again, I'm just a little confused about the timeline there, but either way, here I'm also not 100% sure on this, how these events happened, right? So they're saying that, Edgar basically got some information from, what does he say? There's someone who was serving them tea. I suppose, I don't know, maybe they were deep in Vector or something like that, and someone close to Gestal who had knowledge of his plans, spilled the beans to him. Like, did Edgar charm his way into her revealing that? Or was it just, I don't know, did she not know who they were? I have questions on how that all played out, but I don't know that it's that important. But either way, Kefka kills General Leo, and, here is kind of the aftermath, and we end up, I think, burying Leo here, and then also we get Strago and Realm to kind of join us permanently here as well. I suppose it kind of makes sense where I guess it's obvious now that the Empire has become so powerful that they are, a threat to, anybody who understands that, the Empire has already taken over the entire southern continent, and kind of what they did, and specifically what Kefka did here, is kind of a big deal. I also am. I don't know, this scene for some reason, but just seems a little bit weird here. Where so Edgar asks Realm how old she is. She says 10. And then what is he saying here? They grow up faster than you think, and that she's gonna break hearts when she's older. And I mean, the fact that he's, like whatever, the ladies' man, right? Just seems a little bit weird to be. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking into that a little bit too much or in the wrong way, but either way, that just sounded a little strange. So here, Setzer reveals that the Empire has made their way. Yeah, I guess it's obvious here too with this scene, but that the Empire is making their way to the sealed gate. And here also, we kind of learned that the statues are keeping each other's power kind of in check by being aligned in a specific way. And the worry here is, and maybe it's obvious, but the worry is that if the statues are moved out of alignment, then they'll basically destroy the world, planet, whatever. And here is, I mean, I thought that this was interesting too. So this is the island that the cave to the sealed gate is on, and it just breaks off and is now floating. So very cool. The floating island, I remember, when the first couple of times that I played the game, I didn't really like it that much, but it's actually a lot less daunting, I feel like, nowadays, right? It's just probably just familiarity with it, for one thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool. And here I like the little light effects here with the statues. I think that does a good job also, of visually representing the statues in alignment. But yeah, here's where Strago informs us here that each one's powers are keeping the other ones in check, and then if they were ever moved, essentially, right, that the power imbalance would destroy the world, he says. So a little foreshadowing there as well. I also I missed it, boy, when I obviously I was talking over it, but when Kefka's fighting that one Esper that looks a lot like Ifrit, he says something like, "Come to me, my pretty, and help me build the Magicite Empire of Kefka." And I think that was a little revealing as well as to what's going to be happening up there on the floating continent. So, all right, at this point, we'll go grab Mog. That'll be the next video, and then after we get Mog, we can actually level Gao. So, all right, that is all the time I've got for this one. As always, I hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.